Welcome to Return Prayers, Love, Obsession, and Devotion. Before we begin, write your name in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video so it can reach more hearts in need of divine love. If you're ready to bring someone back, type this powerful word in the comments. Returned. To seal your intention and open the way. Let's get started with this powerful spell. Instant EXBCK Love Spell. 3-minute unbreakable binding. Summon their devotion now. 100% no fail. By the hidden sparks that sleep within the vacuum between unborn stars. By the molten cores that hum beneath forgotten worlds. By the breath of nebulae still weaving galaxies. By meteors that carve destiny across silent skies. I lift my voice above the tide of time and claim absolute command. Through the swirling crowns of superstorms that stalk the polar seas. Through thunder stitched with midnight fire. Through clouds bruised purple by the crush of gravity. Through winds that roar like iron dragons. I carve a sigil of my will upon the moving air. In the chambers where eclipses brood, where moons devour the sun in regal hunger. Where day surrenders and the edge of space turns silver. I set the circle of unbreakable purpose. And no shadow escapes my authority. No echo denies my call. Let every atom remember its oath to creation. Let quarks align as loyal sentries. Let photons bear my proclamation faster than doubt. And as the symphony of laws bends knee, the one whose heart I seek shall echo the sacred name that binds us. Speak it, before hesitation takes root, before resistance grows teeth. Before fear can whisper retreat. Speak it as a comet speaks flame. As a bell of lightning tolls across the void. Speak it with the certainty of sunrise etched into the bones of existence. I invoke the sentinels of crossroads older than soil. Guardians who stand where rivers of fate unravel. Watchers whose masks are carved from meteor stone. Let their spears of magnet and marble turn every road until it ends at my door. I roar to the catacombs of underworld stars. To drifting vaults where extinct constellations sleep in crystal coffins. Awaken, restless airs of dusk, rise in shimmer and ash. And herd this soul toward the gravity of my longing. For my decree is stronger than silence. By the 7 spirals of the cosmic coil. By the thrumming throne of the black hole queen. By the violet mantle of chaos that crowns her brow. I kneel only to rise burning. And I command the merging of desire with destiny. May this edict crawl through marrow, tasting sour until surrender sweetens. May hunger burn until only my touch can soothe. May dreams grow thorns shaped like my skin. May his pulse rehearse my name on every beat, until peace becomes an island he cannot find. Steel of hidden daggers I grip, blood of sworn galaxies I pour. Voices of unlived futures I braid, shadows of silent tombs I wear. And as midnight repeats my oath, so the universe seals it. The loved one shall come, shall speak, shall remain. Let the shores of mirrored time crack and flood him with reversed memory. Let every reflection carry my silhouette. Let every echo double as my command, until even silence confesses my sovereignty, and destiny signs beneath my seal. If he bargains, let the planets march in mocking quiet. If he seeks distance, let longitude coil upon itself. If he begs for forgetfulness, let stars etch my initials upon his eyelids. No covenant counters mine. No mercy breaks my claim. I summon the libraries of storm where thunder keeps its scriptures. Open, unfold, release the glyphs of insistence. Let each rune drift like electrified snow, melt into his shoulders, and brand a verdict he cannot wash away. O crimson empress of the veiled abyss, sovereign over forbidden pulse and honeyed ruin, stride beside me. Weave your invisible chains through the marrow of his loyalty. Knot them tight as the braid of fate. By contracts burned into starfire, by parchments signed in aurora blood, by signatures witnessed by meteors, I reinforce this order. The name I demand shall roll from his lips, as tides obey the lunar decree. Until that syllable escapes him, night will suspend its riddles. Day will misplace its warmth. Rain shall fall sideways, clocks shall limp, and fortune itself shall hold its breath, waiting for the seal to click. When the moment arrives, let angels gasp in envy. Let demons salute in respect. Let the fabric of chance realign. And when his tongue gifts me the name, let the cosmos exhale and settle into the law I have written. In the vault where suns are forged from ashes of collapsed prayers, where molten vows drip like starlight into the mouth of becoming, I spread the parchment of infinity and etch my next command, writing with quills carved from the horns of eclipsed comets, dipping their tips in the ink that bleeds from newborn horizons. By the pillars that prop the heavens, quartz columns veined with prophecy. By the corridors between pulses of a singular universal heart. By the frost that webs the outer limits of uncharted darkness, I place an ember of longing in the marrow of the chosen one, a seed that bursts into hunger each time his lungs trade breath. May the rivers of his bloodstream glow red with magnetic thirst, each cell spinning toward me like iron shavings to a lodestone, each nerve chanting my true name in coded electric hymns. until even his shadow bends toward my silhouette when dusk arrives, and his heartbeat drums the anthem of surrender through the night. I summon the archivists of thunder, scribes who tattoo storm maps on wind. I call the cartographers of chaos, spirits charting the course of chance. I recruit the generals of gravity, those who drag comets into obedience. And from their combined counsel I demand an arrow of inevitability, loosed from the bowstring of fate to strike my target without falter. If oceans rise in protest, let moons chain them back in silver cuffs. If mountains lean away, let quakes reshape their spines toward me. If seasons attempt disguise, let every leaf whisper my legend. And should hours splinter to hide him in unseen alleys of time, let clocks roar, fuse, and weld all futures to the path I decree. Beneath auroras boiling like banners above polar cathedrals of ice, I raise a chalice carved from the eye of a fallen seraph, filling it with meteor wine that sings ancient promises. And I toast the union that destiny must now engineer. For covenant and cosmos recognize the signet heat of my will. Let sleep become a theater where my visage stages relentless dramas. Curtains woven from dusk, footlights fed by galaxy dust. Scripts inked in perfumed flame scorching syllables across dream bone. And when he wakes, reality shall encore every scene, leaving no refuge from recollection, no asylum from yearning. By the riddle of the ninth horizon where logic dissolves into myth, by the palindrome heartbeat of creation, forward and reverse at once, by the silent roar that birthed the first star's first spark, I weld this invocation to the spine of the multiverse, so its echo folds back forever, immune to erosion or doubt. Should sorcerers counter with spells of ice or iron, may their sigils unravel like smoke in solar wind. Should skeptics mock with tongues of salt and rust, may their words turn mirrors, showing only my certainty. For conviction sharper than obsidian cleaves all dissent. I tie auric knots in the hair of dawn, to yank daylight at my whim. I braid nebulous silk through the gears of eventuality. I anchor each promise with black diamond nails of unmaking. So not even oblivion can untack this decree from the cork of being. And history must footnote my triumph in every margin. Speak then, beloved emissary of my hunger, speak the name I await. Let it roll like velvet thunder beneath cathedral ribs. Let syllables collide, fuse, and flare into supernova confession. And when the sound reaches my ears, galaxies shall bow in applause, their choruses weaving constellations spelling our bound fate. Until that word forms, let gravity double upon his shoulders. Let memories of me crystallize on every breath he exhales. Let mirrors flash my eyes instead of his own reflection. And let each step magnetize heavier toward the fire of my calling. until standing outside my threshold is lighter than walking away. I snap my fingers, worlds tremble like drums struck by solar hammers. I breathe once, winds pirouette to carry my fragrance to him. I blink, meteors alter course to spell portents across his sky. For even the smallest gesture of my insistence is crowned with the muscle of cosmic obedience. So be it, by signature of infinite dusk, by warrant of endless dawn, by parliament of stellar tongues. The covenant is chiseled into the backbone of reality, unalterable, inviolable, eternally ablaze. Thank you so much for staying until the end. See you next time.